All right, let's try now. I don't know if everybody moved over or not, or if the stream's going on. Let me know in the chat. Something's going on with YouTube this morning. I don't know if it's an actual YouTube issue or not. So we'll have to see. Let me know if people can see and hear me, because you weren't able to before. Just, whoops, that's not what I wanted. It's working. Okay, so yeah, when I tried to schedule it this morning, for some reason it wasn't working. It kept delaying it. I don't know if there's something wrong with YouTube. It could be, or it's not my internet. There has been some YouTube outages, but either way, we're live now. Yeah, I had to restart the stream, so I restarted the whole thing. So I did stop it. But thanks for joining. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's well. There was some messages in the previous chat that I don't have saved now, so if you want to re-say it, that's great. Black Jedi, good morning. Brian, good morning. Kevin, Joel, Sir Nicholas, how's it going? There's not too much new out today, but we'll, I mean, you guys could ask questions. I'll answer questions, whatever you want to ask me. Could be tech related, could be non-tech related. And then we'll talk about a couple new things, especially the things. Oh, crap. So I have it listed as AI Theta. So the stream title, that is the wrong stream title. I don't know why it's using that one. We are actually on 119, and we were going to do an AMA. Talk about upcoming jobs. And I think that's pretty much it. So let me save that. That is so weird. Bella, or Bella? Sorry, I'm terrible at names, but good morning. Ali, good morning. Ben, good morning. This is actually cropped. Let me just see. I guess it doesn't matter. You guys can't see the top of my screen. I crop it out sometimes for when I'm making videos. One thing I need to start doing, and I usually do it, is take away my clock. Because people do say, oh, why does it take you, so many hours in between cuts of things that I'm doing, because they keep looking at this clock. So I need to take that away. Windows 11, it's a little bit different to do. But either way, I guess it's not that big of a deal. Steve, good morning. How's it going? How do I do site-to-site VPNs on the Ubiquity? I have a bunch of videos on it, like probably a ton. I think I just did a video on it actually the other day, or not the other day, a couple weeks ago. How do I search my channel? Ooh, there we go. Crap, can I not go into... Oh, YouTube Studio. Site to site. Yeah, so I did this video not long ago. Let me copy that and put it in chat for you. That is how you would do a site-to-site VPN. There is going to be different VPNs coming out. We do have openVPN client. There will be full openVPN, so we could do, site-to-site VPN, stuff like that. They said that they're coming out with full WireGuard support, so we'd be able to do site-to-site VPNs with WireGuard as well. And hopefully that comes soon. We'll see. You could hear me and see me now. Yeah, I had to see, something's weird with YouTube this morning, but either way, we're live. Mark, good morning. Andrew, good morning. How's it going? We're going to talk about YouTube Shorts as well. I put a community vote out there, so we'll talk about that shortly. Kevin, good morning. How's it going? South Dakota. Awesome. Yeah, the old stream's dead. So the old stream, I killed it. So if you... you know what? I wonder if that link works, because I posted links on... yeah, let's see. Whatever. Doesn't matter. People will find me if I'm live again. Michael, good morning. Issues with chat, wasn't available for a while. So yeah, there's been some things going on with YouTube. Is there 2 live streams going on right now? No, there should only be the one. Let me see. Duplicate. I don't know. Something's weird. Duplicate stream key, AMA, blah, blah, blah. Change dashboard. How the heck do I do this here? Manage. The other stream is dead. Yeah, I just want to see if I could delete it. It's only showing the one anyway. Whatever, I'll take care of that later. So yeah, Is the other live stream actually still showing up though? So it's saying duplicate stream key, select a new key to go live here. Or switch to live upcoming. This is weird. Oh, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll do that after. Okay, let's see. Central Texas, we got 2.5 inches of rain. That's a lot. Holy crap. Alonzo, good morning. How's it going? Google made another change and forgot to tell anybody. From New Jersey. Actually, I saw, Alonzo, your mounted access point. I forget what you call it. Rajuli, something like that. I forget. Have you had any issues with iOS Protect have issues with playback on recording where it doesn't play? Where it doesn't play? Not really, no. Nope. I am using XSplit. That's what I use. A lot of people use OBS because OBS is free. If you guys want to hit that like button, we got 46 people here, 4 likes. That'd be great. Yeah, so I haven't converted over to OBS because I just find XSplit works well for me, and it's like $20 every 3 months, so I don't really care. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about YouTube Shorts for a minute. I mean, this isn't going to be a long talk about YouTube Shorts, but let's go to my channel. So, look at this video performance. Something is going on with YouTube this morning. Okay, so this short that I did yesterday, network AMSR, it's just me clicking, you know, I do it on TikTok. It kind of blew up on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. But yesterday, this video got like almost 100,000 views, which is great. But we gained quite a few subscribers, maybe 200 subscribers off of it. The problem with shorts is the people who are subscribing from the shorts, it will probably be, they're only there for like these type of videos. They're not going to be here for my door access and all that type stuff, which is fine. But I did ask the community like if they wanted shorts on this channel, and they pretty much said no, which is okay as well. Like I don't mind that. So we had 65% of people saying no shorts, and 35%, you know, saying they would like shorts on this channel. So with that, we're just going to have we're just going to do shorts on a different channel. It's called Mac Telecom Shorts. I don't know if I subscribe to myself here? Oh, okay. So I'll end up posting shorts in this channel here. If you guys want to follow it, that's fine. If you don't like shorts, don't subscribe to this channel, because that's all this will be. Realistically, it's going to be me just cool things like this right here, the emergency lockdown. I thought this was cool. I had this on TikTok. I just took it off TikTok and put it on the shorts. It's going to be things like this, or when I go to a job site and this is like a pre-build, it will just be quick little, you know, snippets, a 30-second video or something like that, showing the network rack. Like if it's a terrible network rack, like this right here. So I do videos when I'm on site, just showing, you know, what we're working with for that day. That'll be something that's posted to those shorts, and anything else that I find cool. It's all going to be tech related. It's not going to be like gaming or Lego or any of that. It's just going to be strictly Mac Telecom, but in short version. So if you're interested, yeah, hit subscribe to that. But shorts are great in the summer. Shorts are great in the summer. I wear shorts all the time. I mean, that's pretty much all I wear. Okay, where were we? So yeah, that's about the YouTube stuff. That's why I put out the voting to the community, because then it kind of gives me an idea of what people like and what people don't. A lot of the times I'm just going to do what I like, but for something like that, like if it's going to make me lose subscribers based off of shorts, then I mean, it's not worth it. Yeah, so the shorts, yeah, I don't know. People are really on the fence about it, right? It was pretty close tie, but I could see why people wouldn't want to see, like, I put out a short and they see a notification thinking I'm doing a video on, it could be like on AI Bullet or something like that, and then it's like a 5-second stupid clip. How is Unify cameras versus Reolink? I need about 15 cameras for AI control inside house. I love Unify cameras. They're easy to use. The Reolink's all right as well, but I prefer Ubiquiti cameras. I think it's easier to use. I'm on the current version of the network application on my UDM SE. Can't find much information about the local DNS. Any overview of what it's for? So what I use my local DNS for, I just have a local name to access my UDM Pro. I have a name to access my, instead of typing in the IP address, my Raspberry Pi, my servers, stuff like that. That's what I use it for. Yes, I finally installed the Rajui network. Regi? I'm terrible at pronunciations. In my house from South Carolina and configured VPN between the home and South. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Z guy, good morning. I'm more of a pants person. Perfect. I constantly wear shorts, like, and it's usually workout shorts. I'm warm most of the time, so yeah. Personally, I'm indifferent to shorts. If they help you add subscribers, then do it. So it did add subscribers, but the problem with it, that it's like if you, if I do a video saying, oh, I'm going to give away a bunch of stuff, right? People are just going to subscribe for that giveaway. So it's not true subscriber, or it's not true subscribers. They're just here for the giveaway. So that's not the type of community that I want to build. If people from the shorts actually end up liking the other content, that's great. But I think we just push that off on a different different channel. Question: my G4 Doorbell Pro only shows up in the Protect app on my UNVR Pro. It doesn't show up in the network. I have seen some issues where it doesn't show up in the dashboard. Like actual cameras won't show up in the dashboard either. I'm not too sure how to fix that though. Reolink will have a new doorbell soon, and I will have that new doorbell. They're apparently sending me them to do a video on. I guess I'll do it. I did say yes, so I will do a video on it. They're sending me the wireless one, and they have this other PoE one coming out. Richard, how's it going? Hello from Florida. Did you ever do any lab work with your UDW? I'm curious. I still not been able to. I haven't. It's sitting in. So my Unified Dream Wall, it's sitting in my closet right beside me. I haven't really taken it out. I would assume it's just a firmware issue that they're having with that. Can you I don't understand that question. Can you take IP address with Google Maps or any Yandex login? I have no idea what that means. Can you use a openVPN client with the Ubiquiti UDR? I think you can. I think the only console that we can't is the UDM Pro, which is unfortunate because a lot of people have UDM Pros. I think they did an upgrade here. So this 2.5.11 that introduced, yeah, you could do the openVPN client with it. It has 7.2.91. It's a little weird how you do your VPN client or the OpenVPN client if you're going through like Nord or PIA, and then having to do the routes or whatever to be able to say only IoT traffic go over it. It's strange, but anyway, we got it to work. I put a disk in my UDM and on Unify it says all great, but it doesn't show show in Protect. That's weird. I'm not too sure. Maybe email me and send me a screenshot. Do you think the UDM SE is a good choice for residential installs? Sure. Yeah, I think it's a good product. If you're buying another, like if you don't have a 2.5 gig or a higher than 1 gigabit speed, and you already have a PoE switch, you could just go with the UDM Pro. Is it possible to use a custom domain? Are you talking about like local DNS? Like I just have, I forget what I call mine, udmse.mactelecom.com or something like that. What are the speeds? That's one thing I didn't test, and I did have a couple people ask me to do that, so I'll probably do a YouTube short on my YouTube short channel about that, because I don't think that warrants a full video. So yeah, if you want to see that, go to my short channel. Well, it doesn't. The ISP determines your speeds, right? Whatever you pay for, which is kind of interesting, actually. Bell.ca. So I got a flyer in the mail. I have 1 gig up, 1 gig down, and people keep telling me just to go with residential. I pay for business. I'm not going to do this because I have to put in my address, but I pay for business internet, so it's a little bit different, like at my service level agreement, and you know, it's a different line to call if something goes wrong. But they're offering 3 gig here for like half the price of my business line, so I might end up switching to that. Have you ever used the ER605? I think I've done a video on the ER605 TP link, right? I believe they changed the names a couple times, so it's a little bit confusing. I think I have a full video series on this. I started a video series again, like of a full build with TP Link, and we were gonna do point to point and a bunch of stuff, and the viewership was so low on it, I decided it wasn't really worth my time. I may bring it back. People do, like, over time, it seems like the videos do gain quite a bit. But yeah, I do have a in-wall, or like their wall AP6 that I need to do a review on as well. Thanks for your videos. I just got a UDM Pro or got an SE and some cameras for my house. I used the UDM Pro config for setup. I did something wrong though. Well, sometimes people do things wrong and then they consult, and that's great. Or you could, you could go in our Discord. People are very helpful there. I don't answer a lot of questions in there. There are people there though who will definitely help you. Or you could consult. I do charge $150 an hour though. Playing new games on workstations. I play game. Actually, what game am I playing right now? Call to the Lamb or something like that. 3 gig internet is a must, and I've been thinking about that, but I think with the residential service, you can't put it in bridge mode. So not that that's a big deal. I mean, I don't really VPN, or I don't have anything that it doesn't matter if I'm in double NAT or not, but we'll see. When I'm doing videos like site to site VPNs, I guess I could do that all internally. I don't need 3 gig service, but the problem is I'm paying double for 1 gig. So why wouldn't I go to 3 gig? It's the same fiber line coming into my house. Bruce, good morning. How you doing? Oh, Bruce, I was going to actually send you a text the other day. I worked out, so there's something new with GrandStream. It's GDSM or something like that. I forget. But to use the Wave app externally, it's so easy with that. Tim, how's it going? I'm doing actually very well. I finally feel like almost 100% normal after I got sick. So that's good. And use materials with conducts, electric, battery, copper, and aluminum for voltage. I'm not exactly sure what your questions are, so I can't really answer them. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that was different. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I hope they will implement a feature which allows to disable the IDS IPS just for internal traffic. External, yes, that would be great. I don't know if they will, but we'll see. I have 2 Pi holes acting like DNS servers. All the time I got a reboot from my UDM Pro or lack of electricity. When UDM Pro is back, it spends a long time to recognize my DNS servers. I've never had that issue. So I have 2 Pi, or I had 2 Pi holes running, and I never had that issue at all. Are you using PoE hats, or are you using like a USB-C connection to power them? Any ideas? Is UI going to do multiple doorbell readers? You could probably have multiple doorbells right now. You just need to adopt them into Protect. Ethernet cable does use low voltage. Yep. Yeah, I've never had issues with my Pi. Actually, did I have an issue? I think it was my issue. I think I turned the port off, and then obviously my DNS went down. I do use Cloudflare as backup though. Oh, you're talking about the access hubs. Gotcha. So with the access or with the Unify access, it's one hub per door. That's it. In this new load balancing with UDM SE, is there a way to dedicate any clients to one of the WANs? As I did not, you can. So you could say it's kind of like policy-based routing. You could do it. It's under traffic management. Unfortunately, I would love to be able to have like a UDM SE pulled up here or a UDM Pro so that we could do live configs. The issue with that, it just shows my public IPs, which, I mean, I do have 2 different internet connections. Maybe I could just put one and don't really care about that and just use that for kind of live lab environments. And then maybe we could do live stuff. They used to have this demo site, but they took it away. So with Bell, I don't think they allow you to go like pass through. I think you have to go through their modem with residential service. Not 100% sure because I have a business line, but redundancy, yeah. Would like to see 10 input and 10 output gateways for access. They have this new, I can't talk about it, it's early access. Something to do with elevators, but yeah, it would be nice if they had like a hub where you could just add a little module to have a second or third or fourth door to it instead of having, 4 massive hubs. Oh, does it? Okay. If it does work with residential, I didn't know that. I thought people were having issues with that. So that is actually, I think, okay, I might be incorrect on this. Can you get static IPs with residential? Not that I care. I don't care if I have a static IP. I already have my other provider. I have a block IPs that are static, so I don't really care about that. I have Bell and Rogers as my ISPs. So I am definitely going to call Bell maybe tomorrow and get upgraded because I don't need that business line then. I have 5 Pis running around my house. 2 are in the rack, so I can run Pi-hole on both. That's awesome. Yep. I have my internet connections pointed. Yeah, same with me. I actually, just one sec. I forgot. I think I have like 2 or 3 more Raspberry Pi 4s. But I mean, I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to play some Nintendo games. And I forgot I had this. My little Nintendo with the Pi case. So yeah, I've loaded RetroPie on here. I have a couple controllers. I would like to get some wireless controllers though, because the cords are so short on these. So that's cool. And then I got another Raspberry Pi. I'm not too sure what to do with this. Maybe Home Assistant? I don't know. I know Chris from Crosstalk, he uses a Raspberry Pi to check the, when you have to water your plant. So I might do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it though. Let's see. So if one goes down, I don't lose internet. Yes, that's correct. If you only have the one, you need to make sure that you have DNS pointing somewhere else like Cloudflare or Google, because if your Pi-hole does die, you're done for. The IP rating, there should be an IP rating. Let's see. It's right here, IP54. I have a couple of them outside and they're fine. I don't think they offer static IPs for residential. That's why, another reason I went with the business internet at first. Hey Cody, would you recommend the Unify mesh system? I have a job to do soon and I'm thinking about setting up mesh. The mesh devices would be about 50 meters apart. Are you speaking like point to point, or are you full on mesh, like having one access point as your like having one of these and then using these Axis beacons. I would say if you could run cable, run cable. You'll have a way better experience. If you can't, I mean, these are the only way to go. Either the Beacon HD, or I guess we don't have the Wi-Fi 6 one here. They have a Wi-Fi 6 one. I forget what it's called. Oh, cool. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that, because I would like to have 3 gig speeds. Why not? And it would cut my bill in half. Recently just signed up for Unify Early Access. Can you disclose they changed the products from EA to public? A lot of the times they don't, but sometimes there have been a bit of changes. And there has been cases where products don't actually release to full production. So you have to be careful when you do buy from EA. Most of the stuff comes out though. DDNS, yeah, okay. Where am I? Try not to miss any questions, but I might. Bypass completely. Okay, cool. You have a RetroPie as well. I set it up a long time ago and I never played it. Do you have a Pi-hole setup? I do, yes. I don't have any videos on it though. Who did a good one? It was Craft Computing did a good video on Pi-hole. I have no insight to when they release stuff. So I'm not too sure about the load balancing. For UDM Pro, they are merging the UDM SE and the Pro OSs together. So when releases come out, it will be the release for the same, it'll be the same OS, so it will go for both. What is your email? My email is cody@mactelecomnetworks.com, or you could go to my website and then you could just fill out, hire us or contact. Do you have a contact? It's the same thing. Yeah, I need to update my website. There's a couple things I need to do here, but either way, it's a website. It works. People reach out to me. That's all that matters. Set up 2 ISPs on the UDM. Decided to switch them around. The backup or on the static keeps saying to ensure that the settings are correct, which you may have to. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that. Yes, smash the like button. We got 73 people and 26 likes. What are the typical problems? It all depends. Like if you're trying for, Bruce is asking for double NAT, Bell router I use at home. Most people won't have issues, but gaming, you could have issues like with voice chats and stuff like that. VPNs, that's another thing. If you're trying to VPN into your house, you can port forward like port 500 and 4500 for IPsec. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not too sure about Unify Talk not supporting caller ID. I've done a couple videos on it, but I haven't played around with it too much just because we don't have it in Canada yet. Any suggestions for 10 APs for every room that won't cost much, mainly for mobile users hardwired everywhere? Is this in like a house? That seems like quite a few APs. Load balancing to UDM Pro, don't know. Hopefully soon. Yeah, Craft Computing's video is great. Yep. Actually, let's pull it up here. And I'll just post it in the chat. Craft Computing. Craft Computing Pi-hole. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he did a great job on this video. Full on mesh, it's outside. So my plan isn't P2B to a Mesh Pro. And so Chris from Crosstalk just did a video on this. I don't know. I didn't find the performance on the Mesh Pros amazing. I thought they're okay, but they're not that great. Let's just see. Chris did a video though for this. I don't know if you haven't seen it. This is kind of his design that he went with. Which is great, but what I would do, like, It's so hard. Mesh because once you do one mesh hop, it like cuts your Wi-Fi down by 50%. So it's very hard to have good internet with meshing. If it's the only thing that you could do, then yeah, I mean, you have to do it, but the ISP, the problem is I don't think they do static for residential. I have a static line for my business, but I don't think you need 10 access points for a house that big, because if you have too many access points, you're going to run into interference. If you're a 2-story house, I would put 1 access point on each level and that's it. I'd put like the U6 Pro. I think the decos are mesh, aren't they? I'd probably put the U6 Pro. Or the lights, yeah, the lights aren't bad. Anyone have a UNVR I could buy? Mick is asking, where do you live? The in-walls behind TVs is a great... the in-walls are really great for hoteling. Kim, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't like the Mesh Pros. I was gonna do a job. I had like 6 of them, and I decided not to do the job, and then I just got rid of. I just sold them. They were all brand new in box. I'm like, I don't want to do this. The Mesh Pros. That's what they were getting me to quote for them, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think you'll be happy with the performance. This was for a huge building complex, so I just said, you know what, I'm okay. You know, that's about it. I'm running some cables for APs in my house. 3 thoughts on performance outside. I would probably put an AP outside if you want good Wi-Fi. The U6LR, I think it has a rating. I think it has a rating that you could do outside. Texas for UNVR. Yeah, if you're in Canada, I do have one, but I won't ship to the States. It's very expensive. You have a 3,000 square foot house and use 3 APs, and that's typical. Usually you see people put an access point on their main floor, middle floor, and basement if they have a basement. Sharma, how's it going? Good afternoon from Australia. The job, we had two houses, all concrete, set up with rooms having APs in them. Yeah, I guess you could, if you have. Yeah, it depends on what you need. I'd do a Wi-Fi survey. Yeah, you do need to. I think by default, Ubiquiti there, the power rating is on high. What else were we going to talk about today? So it was an AMA, upcoming jobs. We'll talk about the upcoming jobs soon. What else? Is there anything new with Ubiquiti that I mean, Unify Talk, they're allowing you to do wallpapers on the phones now. That will probably be pushed onto my YouTube short channel. I think it's great that they're allowing that. They added some new ringtones to the phones. Other than that, nothing really. I will be doing the video on this. The problem with this right now, it's not fully featured. The AI Bullet doesn't have all the features that it's going to have, which I can't talk about in the future. So when it does have all those features, it's going to be a wicked camera. So it's the video that I'll do, it won't be like a full-on review. It's going to be like an initial overview of the camera, showing off the camera, doing the specs, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll do another video when it fully comes out, because there will be a lot more to show at that time. And this camera is $399, but I think it's $399 US. So as it stands right now, the featured list isn't amazing for it. It does perform better in like dark areas. The HDR is really good on it. But yeah, $399 is fairly pricey. Like, I don't have any APs outside anymore. My backyard's not that big. If you've seen some of my videos, you could kind of see how big the backyard is here. I mean, it's like 20 feet. So I have a in-wall 6 in this living room, and it covers my backyard. You could probably put one in your garage and be all right as well, depending on your house. $4,300 square feet with 9 access points over. Okay, so that makes sense though. That's a pretty big property. I love the mesh. Oh, you like the mesh pro? Okay. I mean, some people do. I haven't really installed any of them. I did a video on it before. I didn't find the performance that great. It could have been how I had it set up though. So what else are we gonna talk? Oh, these speeds for the U6. This was internal speeds. I know. I mean, people were going, "Oh, that's not internet speed. So what does it matter?" That's still great for Wi-Fi speeds. Like that's awesome, even on local LAN. I just pretty much maxed out. I think I was getting 850 maybe, going out to the internet. So that was awesome as well, I thought. So the U6 Pro, great. Probably not needed for houses though. What? 1.5 for $54. That's insane. I think Bell is really trying to take advantage of the Rogers outage that they had and trying to convert people to their services. I don't blame them either. We have Bell coming around almost every day to the houses knocking to try to sell their service. It's actually nuts. I have both, so I think they know which houses already have it and they always skip us, but I've seen something on our community page. Jason's Lab, good morning. How's it going? I saw your thing on the Ingenious. I don't know about Ingenious. Their switches are okay. I don't know about their access points though. In my setup, I have 3 U6 lights inside the house, 2 U6 mesh or U6 mesh for the outside. The mesh are actually a good access point for the outside. The UNVR Pro or the UNVR isn't. So it was out of this setup here. It was a part of this job. Originally, we had 2 UNVRs in here, so I just pulled one of them out because we don't need it. Right now, it's covered in dust, to be honest with you. Yeah. Honestly, I probably wouldn't ship it. Unfortunately, sorry. I just removed the AP25 and swapped to the 4x4 way night. Oh, you like it? I don't know. I like some of their gear, but I had this outdoor AP by Ingenious. It had massive antennas on it. I posted a picture somewhere, but it did horrible. Like it was probably the worst access point that I've ever worked with. I think some of their other APs are all right. No, I can't. I mean, if people are in Canada near me, it's a little easier. I do have stuff on like Facebook Marketplace for sale, but I'm so bad with shipping stuff that it's hard for me to say, yeah, I'll ship it to you because I probably won't ship it out for a month and a half. But anyways, we have a couple jobs coming up. A house job. I'm going to see if I could film that. There's probably 40 cables in there. So it's a full new build. I typically don't do homes, but since this one's built from the ground up, we'll be running cables through, you know, all the lumber and all that crap, installing cameras, access points, network rack. That will be in the future when drywall and stuff's up. The other job that we just quoted, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to get because it's already from a client that I have. So it's 110 Cat6 cables. It's going to be full on network. We're going to be using 48 port pro switches, PoE, UDM. What else are we doing with that? Access points. We're doing protect cameras. And I did 2 different quotes for phone systems. So we did a hosted phone system, which is pricey. It's about $450 a month for 15 phones. Or we're going to go with a Grandstream system, a 6301 or 6304, sorry, with 15 phones, and that's going to cost them, I don't know, $7,000, say. So the return on investment is better to have the local PBX, but the hosted does have advantages as well. So that's going to be interesting, and I'm going to see if I could film that. I think that would be really fun. Our internet and phone plans in Canada are overpriced. Absolutely they are. Yep. I have a 110 square meter brick apartment. I have a U6 Pro, mostly central, and a U6 in wall, which covers the inside, outside. Oh, awesome. Yeah, the meshes, the U6 mesh get really hot. I think Lawrence Systems is doing a video on the mesh coming up. He posted something on Twitter, and I told him just wait for the heat. Those things get very, very warm. I have never had the UNVRs locking up after 30 or 36 hours now. Make sure your hard drives are good. And the USB could go bad on those as well. So many people have offered to fly me places to do work, and I've always declined. I don't even know how visas and stuff would work like that. I've been invited to Texas. I don't even know. I can't even count anymore. I bought the cloud managed Wi-Fi 4x4 indoor wireless security access point for home. Oh, nice. I don't know which ones I have. I forget. $650 for a UNVR. Have you tried like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace? Yeah, that is pretty nuts for just a basic UNVR. Currently, Bruce, the only way to do, they do have stacking now. So you could have it in one Protect controller, but it's only for the UNVR Pros. They are going to have that for the basic UNVRs, the 4-bay that you probably have right now. But that's not out right now. It'll be soon. But yeah, you can. Or you could just have, view it on 2 different controllers. Let me look up this. I think I have that access point. I think they sent that to me. I'm pretty sure I have this. Did I do a video on it? I don't remember. I do. So this is probably sitting in my basement somewhere. Look at I need to find a thumbnail artist. I am terrible at thumbnails. But I forgot. I have no idea where that is. I have a bunch of gear that I don't even know if I could get rid of it. Strange. 800 meters, probably if you wanted to use one of these. I don't know the actual specs on it because I haven't used it, but maybe this guy right here, the Base Station XG. Who did a video on it? Marsbar, I think his name was. I think Lawrence Systems did a video too, but let's see. I forget what video. Yeah, Tom did a video, 3 years on it. Who was it? I think it was Marsbar, or I don't know what channel he has though. Right here. I think this was it. Marsbar's vlogs. This was an interesting video. I don't know if I can sell it because they gave it to me. They sent it to me. Yeah, I mean, these aren't cheap. These aren't cheap at all. Not at all. If you have power there, you'd do like a point-to-point link maybe, if you wanted. Aruba Instant On. Instant On's okay. I mean, it's all right. I don't have 25 APs though. They sent me a couple APs. They sent me a few switches. They asked for a switch back. Usually vendors, when they send you stuff, you kind of just keep it. But since they were having, we were having that chip shortage. I mean, we're still in it. They asked for it back and I didn't care because it was just sitting in my basement anyway. The base station is awesome. So I am doing a design plan with somebody for this mall for a parking lot. And that's really what we would have to go with is the base station. Issue, like you could see, sold out, right? So we were looking online and the cheapest we could find one of these for was $3,000. So they're doubling the price, which is insane. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, so that one job, that should be fun. If I could film the whole you know, doing all the cabling, doing all the, you know, the rack setup, obviously, the networking, installing all the phones. I think that would be, it's going to be probably be multiple videos, or maybe I just make a super long one. I don't know. Client at long range, I could see that. And usually it would be the client device too. Ubiquiti stock has gotten a lot better depending what you're looking for. In the Canadian side, it's not that good, but in, you know, US or Europe, it seems to be better. Like Europe, you could get quite a lot. I just did a consultation for someone yesterday, and it seems like most stuff are in stock. Like, look at this. Look at the access points. U6 in stock. Pro, Light, Mesh. I think the only thing out of stock is the Enterprise, and it is. Which is fairly expensive for an AP, $299. Damn. Oh, the switches. I didn't look at. Did I look at the switches? I think I might have. So with the U6 Enterprise, since it's not released in Canada, I was having issues where I couldn't connect to the 6 gigahertz, and then I never looked into it. I just didn't go back to it. I got sick, and then I just didn't look at it. I had to change my region to the US for it to unlock. It was such a silly, easy thing to get going. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of switches here. Maybe, I mean, these ones, but. Andreas, how's it going? Yeah, the doorbell. Yeah, the doorbell is. That's gonna be out of stock for a bit, I'm sure. We're looking at a stadium job that needed 25 units. Holy crap! Oh, you want the normal one? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, the normal one, you'll have to get a POE. You'll have to pay a bit more money. Yeah, so ask your questions. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on here, but we'll see. I don't have much. I'm trying to think what else I had to talk about. Upcoming video is going to be the AI bullet. Probably maybe something with Synology, the backup for business, possibly. I've been looking at MSP software, kind of figuring out if I want to go down that route. The person that I'm running all these cables for in the phone system asked me to look after their computers, so I don't know. Either I contract it out, the MSP work, or I do it myself. So I've been looking at Theata. Theata seems okay. It's not per, I forget how many, like Ninja One, I think they do per device price. Whereas Theata does, it doesn't matter. You just pay per technician. It's like $140 a month. It seems okay. But I'm still trying to figure out if I have enough time to even do that. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. Ubiquiti Chime. Ubiquiti Chime is, it's okay. I don't mind it. Whoops. What I'm waiting for is that door lock. That's what I want. Is this setup okay? UDM Pro with 15 G3 flexes and 5 lights. Can the UDM SE handle it? Probably not. You'll probably end up getting a warning saying you're over the camera limit. The SEs, they're about 10 cameras. It may run all right, like your CPU and the memory may be okay, but you're always going to get that warning that you're over. I don't know if it's I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. I think it's just chip issues. Like they're just still having issues getting gear, right? It's not even just Ubiquiti. I was trying to get switches from anybody and it was almost impossible. You could probably do a floor with the U6 Lite, depending on your setup, like and your walls. Like here in Canada, our walls are paper thin. That's what I was using upstairs for my full floor was a U6 Lite. Now I have the Enterprise up here. How will the UDM Pro be with 4 G3 Flexes, 1 doorbell? It'd be fine. Oh, and the 4 Pros. Well, we got this site right here. Let's take a look. This is kind of a baseline that you could see. Oh, you're in Canada. You should be all right. I would maybe spend the extra bit of money, though, and get the Pros, the U6 Pro. 3G3 Flexes. What are you doing? Protect. 4G3 Flexes. We'll say the doorbell, that's another count. And then 4G4 Pros. Yep, it could do it. But depending on your access points, right? So there's 7 APs. If you want a VPN, boop. If you want threat management bumped all the way up, you're still okay, actually. You're at like 65%. So you'd be all right. Oh, you mean 2 Pros? Well, even better. Yeah, you'd still be okay. UDM Pro with 10 G3 Flexes, 3 G3 instance, 1 G4 doorbell, 4 APs, and it was unstable until I turned threat management from high to medium. And that's exactly it, right? So if you had too much on it, you're gonna notice that, you know, your CPU is gonna take a massive hit and it's not gonna work well. You have a 12 terabyte, does it? I don't think this does anything. No, let me see. Always. I don't really know how this calculator thing works for retention periods. I don't think it does. Did you like the last training from Crosstalk? I'm not too sure. I didn't go. I'm sure it was great though. It would have been interesting to go to. Yeah, for sure. I think it would be just fun to go meet people more than anything. Let's see. How many do you have? You'd probably get 30 days, 20 to 30 days out of a 12 TB hard drive. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wish they would allow us to upgrade the RAM in these devices. It would be great. Or if they put more in the UDM SE. Maybe they'll come out with a new firewall that's like, you know, enterprise level or something like that, whatever they call it. The UXG was kind of supposed to replace that, but I mean, the UXG is okay. All right, I'm going to be on for another 5-10 minutes, and then I'm going to go play Call to the Lamb, or I don't know what I'm going to do today. What the heck? Oops. Oh, in other news, I am going on vacation in November for a week. I still will post 2 videos. They'll be scheduled, whatever. I probably will do a live stream. We're going to Atlantis in the Bahamas. So that should be fun. We were supposed to go on a trip next month throughout the States, like do a road trip type thing for a week or 2 weeks. That kind of got kiboshed, which is okay because Atlantis is going to cost me a fortune. You'd put 32 gig if you could. I'm surprised. It would be nice if they came out with like a, you know, a firewall that they allow you to upgrade things. I'm surprised they haven't come out with that or even put that into EA yet. What am I waiting for in EA that I could talk about? Connect? Unify Connect. I can't wait for that to come out. I really want them to come out with the soft phone. Oh, that's something I wanted to talk about. Speaking of soft phone. Which I didn't even realize. So I guess Unify Identity is released in Canada now. Like, look at this, actually. They are coming. Let's look. Can we zoom in on this? Look at this. Ah, crap. Right here, it says talk. And we did see this in a video before. I don't know what this is. What is that? There's this little B1 parking. I wonder if that's a garage door opener. We have our lights. That's cool. And then we got our electric car charger. Joachim? Sorry, I probably butchered that, but hello, how's it going? I don't know when a Windows client is coming out. I hope soon, because I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of people who use Macs, but I'm not VPNing in from my phone. I'm going through my computer. So hopefully soon. Oh, is that what it is? This little power thing? Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. The PoE lights will be cool too. That will be very interesting to see. But yeah, anyway, this has been released, I guess, in Canada, at least the free tier. So I'm going to be setting up a bunch of clients with it who want to be able to use their phones for Unify access, and do the, the one-click VPNs and stuff like that. Because with UID, you do have a client for all that stuff, which is great. You're guessing Joaquim. I should just start putting stuff into like a Google Reader so it will speak for me. The one thing that I probably won't test out from Ubiquiti or do a video on, obviously, will be the car charger, because I don't have an electric car, which is unfortunate. I do hope they come out with a white phone for this Max, because that would be cool. They do show it. Another thing would be nice to be able to unlock our doors with Unify access from our phones. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, so that's what they're gonna want. They want to have their G Suite integrated with, all of that stuff. So it'll be cool. I haven't worked too much with Unified Identity, but I think it's a great project that they're coming out with. So yeah. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just rambling on and on now. So we will be live again next Sunday. I might do a stream during the week. I don't have too much going on this week. If you watch my Twitch streams, I probably will be back this week. I haven't streamed since I've been sick. Let's do my one channel. So this is my short channel. If you want to watch shorts, we're not going to be putting shorts on my main channel anymore. So if you want to watch it there. But anyways, I'm out of here. Have a good weekend. Thanks everybody.